Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to do some fun makeup. I have some new products here that I wanted to try, just a couple of them, and I thought it would just be fun to do a little makeup, kind of a little pick-me-up for today. So let's just go ahead and get started. So the first product that we're going to use is a primer that I actually got in my Ipsy bag. It is the Kismet Pure Vitamin C Primer. And this was so interesting. It's a primer, but it has a lot of shimmer and like sparkles in it, I guess. So I thought it would be kind of fun to give it a try, see how it works, see if I'm oily at the end of the day. That's kind of something I'm noticing with a lot of my product, to see how long they can last. So we're gonna go ahead, I'm just gonna do this tiny little amount on my fingers. And I'm just gonna rub it mostly on my T-zone. I'm just rubbing on like really smooth. It's kind of like filling in the pores, it feels like, and it's drying super soft on the skin and just filling in all the pores. And I'm kind of curious to see how this will work with my cream makeup. Okay, so now that that is on, I love using the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer around the outside of my face, just so if I'm using my phone or something, it doesn't quite rub off. So I'm just gonna go around the primer that I just used and use it on the outside of my face. Alright, so next we are going to put on my highlight and contour, or a little bit of contour. So I have my compact here from Maskcara Beauty. I use this every single day. This is the bottom of all of my powders. You can tell which eyeshadows and illuminators that I use the most. So the first thing that I'm going to do is kind of weird, but my main highlight color is out of stock. I can't get it right now, so I've been troubleshooting. Actually love the look that I've been getting with this. So this is my contour brush, and I'm going to dip into this light contour shade right here. It's called Aspen. It's for very fair skin, and I'm actually going to use this to color correct the redness, and it just kind of gives the highlight color something, like my foundation color, something to grip onto my face. So this is working so well for me lately, and I wanted to show you guys how it looks. So I'll do one side of my face and then I'll show you the other side. Okay, so let's zoom in. So I'm not a big full coverage, but I just put the lightest contour for color correction, and I put it on this side, and it just kind of helped blur everything. I do want it to look like skin. I'm not really into full coverage, but here's the other side, and you can see all this blotchiness over here. My skin is smooth, but it just has a little bit of discoloration, a little bit with my redness. And so this contour just smoothes it out. It's so good. So I'm going to finish the other side. And then we will get going on the highlight. Okay, now we have our color corrector on. We're going to go ahead and dip into this color right here, which is my main foundation color. This one's called White Peach. I used to use Candlelit and then I ran out, but White Peach is actually my perfect shade. It just has a hard time covering the redness fully, and so when I put that contour on over top, it really gives it something to hold on to. Okay, next we're gonna go ahead and dip back into our contour brush. This is the Detail Hack brush, if you are wondering, from Maskcara Beauty. Link down below if you guys are interested in any of these products. I'm actually going to dip into the second contour color. This is Ash. It's a little darker, and I'm just gonna do the slightest little contour and blend this out a little bit. Then today, let's do this. This is nude, so it's just a nice, subtle little color back into the cheeks. I see a glow. Do you guys see that glow? Is that the primer? You could see the glow right here. I do have some lights up, but that is a glow that normally I don't really see. So is it the primer? This guy? Did you guys get this in your Ipsy bag? We're gonna go ahead and use our Perfector sponge and blend everything together. Okay, I am loving this little glow we have going on here. It could just be the cream highlight and me being oily, but I think this just gives a little bit of oomph to your makeup look, so I really like this. Cool. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and set the face. I've been loving the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Translucent Powder, and this is the one that I use. I love this. It sets it so nice. It's so soft. It doesn't feel tacked. This guy I just love. So I have it set on the side, so it already has some product in here. We're gonna go get into my fluffy B² brush and go ahead and set the face. Okay, now that everything is set, we look a little matte, which is fine because I tend to get oily throughout the day. And we are gonna try another new product that I picked up yesterday. I haven't even touched it. It is, of course, a bronzer. I'm a sucker for bronzer. It doesn't have any shimmer in it, no shine. It's very matte. It is the Essence Sun Club Matte Bronzing Powder for light skin. Let me know if you have tried this. I haven't really done research on it. I just thought that it was matte, it was big, and this is one of my favorites from Wet n Wild, but this does turn a little too deep or too red for me. So I wanted to tone it down just a little bit and have a little bit of a natural touch. I am pretty pale from winter, I guess. So we're gonna dip into this with my Farrah brush. I also got this in my Ipsy bag or my FabFitFun bag. I don't remember. But we're gonna use this for contour. I've been loving this little fluffy angled, and this is what it looks like on the middle. Very light. So I'm just gonna dab it or brush it. Oh, there we go. It's picking up. A little bit falls off, so it's probably pretty fine. So I'm just gonna kind of contour or bronze the face how I normally would. Okay, so far it's really light, and I can't tell if it's removing my makeup underneath. So let's stipple it in there. I'm not sure how I feel about it yet. I guess it's just kind of, it's super light, it's buildable, but I'm getting a feeling that it's moving around the product underneath. Like when I applied it, there was some redness that started to come through. So I'm just gonna kind of finish it and see how it goes for the rest of the face. Okay, so we have the bronzer on. Well, I'm not sure how I feel about this bronzer. Just to be fair, it was Essence, so it was like $4.99, I think. So, I mean, sometimes you get some really, really good drugstore ones. But I did use this B² brush when I was done and just kind of blended it. So I think if it wasn't for this guy, it wouldn't look better than it was. You can tell in the viewfinder that I do have bronzer on, more than in my mirror, I think. But I feel like it almost moved my makeup. It could be the primer, it could be all the different products that are different brands kind of mixing together. But I don't hate it. I think after I use this and blended it out, which I do for all my bronzers, I think it helps. I just don't use this for bronzer because I love it for my setting powder. But let's move on and see how everything else works together. Now we're gonna dip into one of my new favorite brushes. If you haven't seen it yet, I did a video doing my whole face with this one brush. I will link it down below in the comments. Be sure to go watch it. This is the BBF brush, the best blend forever. And let me tell you, it is so good for my illuminator. So this guy right here, I literally just tap it in there like that. And then we love a subtle illuminator look. Can you guys see that? Let me show you. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Can you guys see that now? Let's do the other side. All right. It's so fluffy instead of like a harsh line. It's just very soft. Do you guys see that? And then I don't ever really dip back in. I just kind of use the excess and go up my nose a little bit. The Cupid's bow kind of brighten that up. And then you just blend it out. It's so soft, nothing harsh. If you use too much, you can just kind of blend it out a little more. It just kind of pulls the whole look together. So we're gonna dip into the eyeshadows. I'm gonna flip it over, use the end of this brush. And we're gonna dip into this one. This is one I use every day. This one's called Pup. And we're just gonna put it all over the eyelid. It's a very light brown grayish color. Now I'm gonna go ahead and dip into this one. This one's called Basic. Can you tell the ones that I use the most? So I'm just gonna dip right back into those two colors, and we're gonna make the crease a little darker. Now I'm gonna top it off with Rome right here. I need a new Rome, but she's still alive. She's still got some left in her. So we're gonna go ahead and use the inner corner, which I always do. I can't not do the inner corner. Is that just me? And then we will do the brow bone with her too. And then, I get it, the brows are not on yet. If you haven't got this yet, it's the BBF brush from Maskcara Beauty. Link down below, along with all of my other favorites. So yeah, so let's go ahead and move on to, let's go to brows. And of course, the NYX Professional Makeup Precision Brow Pencil. I love this guy. And this is the spoolie on one side, and then we have the angled like pencil part on the other, and it keeps it flat. So we're gonna go apply brows, and I will be right back. All right, you guys, the brows are on, and I went ahead and applied my favorite mascara, which is the Superhero from It Cosmetics. Love this guy. Got it in an Ipsy bag and then bought the full size. So I'm obsessed with this one. And yeah, so I think this is the final look. Can you guys see? I keep staring at my illuminator. Can you guys see that? It looks so good. Okay, so, all right, we're being weird. So I hope you guys, okay, Leah, calm down. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe down below if you guys want to see more fun makeup videos. And I will see you in the next